Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the briefing for Sunday, the 10th of December. Okay, we've got low pressure out to our west today. This is the midday chart, and it's showing a couple of fronts pretty much directly over the top of us. Firstly, this warm front, which I think we're starting to see the effects of even now. But then as this cold front goes through, we should have quite a nice afternoon. Going further ahead to tomorrow, slightly nicer looking picture. Certainly should be less rain around. Winds today being the main issue, showing at midday here on the south coast anyway, 50 knots at height, and a little bit lighter at 40 knots towards the centre of the country. So 45 knots or so from the southwest at height today, so very strong. Sat pic showing lots of cloud, and it's quite hard to pick out those fronts out to the west, but you can see more cloud by the looks of it moving in from that direction. Rain radar showing a few scattered showers around at the moment, but a very large band of rain out to the west that's going to be moving in probably here in the next hour or so. Rainfall forecast shows that rain just getting here around 10 o'clock. As we go through the morning, starts off light and then quite heavy rain, likely about midday. And then it looks like quite a good clearance starting from about 1 p.m. I'll be cautious and say it might not be until really 1:30 that the rain has stopped. But then going throughout the rest of the afternoon, the rain looks like it's not going to be a problem for us. Public forecast then showing it to be sunny for the next hour, then followed by heavy rain until about 1 to 2 p.m. Temperature of 12 degrees, so it's relatively mild, although the wind will make it feel a bit cooler. The main issue being that wind gust. You see at midday, it's showing gusts in excess of 30 knots. As it gets later on in the afternoon, as we might be out there flying, it is a little bit lighter, but it's still pushing the limits. So we will need to be very cautious of that. GFS is showing only about 10 or 11 degrees today. Dew points sat quite close to that, 8 or 10 degrees. And that's the current view outside. It's fairly miserable at the moment. There's a lot of low cloud and there was some mist as I was driving in. Currently 8 degrees, dew point of 6. Okay, Farnborough's latest forecast, light winds from the southwest. They've put here for the day scattered at 3,500, so that should be what we end up with this afternoon. They put a prop 40 here this morning, broken clouds at 1,000 feet. They've got another one here until 2 p.m. they're showing. Even lower clouds and heavy rain, but becoming 12 knots of wind from the west. And they've put a prop 40 here of even then strong winds, gusting up to 28 knots they're showing. Okay, Top Meteo is showing some lower cloud and drizzle arriving in the next hour. And you can see this horrible weather going through. And it looks like this is 1 p.m. Still looks like we'll be getting wet, but by 2 p.m. looks like we should be clear in the Lasham area and pretty clear afternoon. Airspace-wise, there's nothing to affect. Okay, operationally, most likely be setting up after lunch. We'll be on runway 23. Launch point in the normal position. And the cable is running down the edge of the runway like normal. Aerotone will be on the grass on the northern edge of the runway as normal. Circuits all onto the grass, unless the rain is really heavy, in which case we may brief landing on the runway, but that will be briefed out there. At the moment, assume it will be all circuits onto the grass on 2-3. No movements today and very strong winds, so chances are it will be K-21s only. Solo pilots will assess depending on your experience if we'll have you flying solo or with an instructor. But I think we should get an afternoon out of it from about 1 or 2 p.m. So we'll see you out. Bye for now.